Welcome all. It's episode 10 of Diggy's Dungeon. Week after week, we just keep coming back. We just keep scraping that bottom of the barrel. We keep on with that countdown to the disappointment. We don't care. We just keep reviewing. It's what we do. And this week, it's our boy Alex starting off. So I'm going to go ahead and get him in. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Diggy.
How are you doing?
Yeah, doing all right. It was a big week for release for me. A lot of emotions and stuff.
You were looking forward to your Seulgi?
Yeah, yeah, so should I just get into it? I'll introduce it.
We can do that.
Yeah, yeah, so today we have my ultimate bias in K-pop, Red Velvet's Seulgi, with their solo debut, 28 Reasons.
And let's see how many reasons we have to like or dislike it. I'll get it going now.
I kiss your brother 그만 멈춰 또 깊어져도 못 느껴 my pleasure 짓궂은 반칙 떨리는 눈빛 그런 널 보는 게 참 재밌어 웃겨 Ooh, I'm breaking every rule 자꾸만 괴롭히고 싶은 걸 28 reasons 몰라도 돼 나쁜 의도 없어 내게 도무지 28 reasons 다 아는데 왜 또 다시 내게 기대 낯선 끌림 무기력한 너를 봐 feel so bad 정글하게 보여줄게 I'm not the devil 너 것도 원망해 I don't care 망가질수록 나를 원해 I steal your treasure 멋대로 부숴 잔뜩 안 들랑거려 더 웃음이 나 사랑이란 그래 sweet and bitter 널 망치고 구원해 make your dreams come true Ooh, I'm making every rule 빼앗고 다시 줄게 너의 숨 28 reasons 몰라도 돼 나쁜 의도 없어 내게 도무지 28 reasons 다 아는데 왜 또 다시 내게 기대 낯선 끌림 무기력한 너를 봐 feel so bad 정글하게 보여줄게 I'm not the devil 너 것도 원망해 I don't care 망가질수록 나를 원해 날 설리죠 욕심나 자꾸 아이처럼 장난쳐 괴롭혀 널 그림자처럼 난 속삭이지 나는 네 어둠과 빛인 걸 You're in danger But it's okay You're grown now Reasons 몰라도 돼 나쁜 의도 없어 내게 도무지 28 reasons 다 아는데 왜 또 다시 내게 기대 낯선 끌림 무기력한 너를 봐 feel so bad 정글하게 보여줄게 Oh you're the devil 너 것도 원망해 I don't care 망가질수록 나를 원해
Okay, Alex, how many reasons do you have to love this song?
Oh man, 28 and maybe a lot more. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So actually, it did take me a couple days to really like this song. I think I just kind of psyched myself out when it came out. Just all the stress and nervousness and stuff. Um, but yeah, yeah. No, now I love the song, and it's yeah, I think it's a good song for her debut. Like it.
Okay.
Hmm.
I would argue it took you a couple of days for your bias to kick in and for you to indoctrinate yourself into thinking you like this. I know that's really cruel, but that's my view.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's some truth in there too. But yeah, like I mean, I think it's a good. It shows off her vocals and her dance skills really well. With just like that kind of stripped back instrumental. What else? Like, like the concept. I mean, yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, another thing that kind of took me some time to grow on was like it's definitely like one of the darker and moodier Red Velvet concepts so far. You know, I'm still getting used to that because I do prefer the red side of them, but yeah, I mean just like little touches with like the you know the good and evil theme that it has going on, like the first first pre-chorus she says like I'm breaking all the rules, and then in the second time she says I'm making all the rules.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of things like that, and like the whistle in the instrumentals, like you know, adds like that little playful thing to it. Yeah.
Were you a fan of the two-piece of many belts?
Oh yeah, that's a yeah, great outfit. Yeah, all the outfits were great. She looked great. Yeah, just yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah, I'm remarkably a lot less positive on this song. I think I mean I know I spoke to Swither about this because he was surprised I hated this as much as I do, but I think the last few years have really done a number on me, because when I hear so bad and I don't care, I instinctively am like, oh, I fucking hate this. I'm so sick of hearing those two phrases. They're just every song that's like even slightly adjacent to like a darker or like more girl crushy type concept has those phrases in it, and it's just exhausting. And like I'm also starting to realize that SM are heading in another direction I don't like, where now every song has the like what I called Shrektune last show, where they use that vocal filter they use on all the Esper stuff, so everyone sounds like they're wallowing in a swamp, and I can't say I'm a fan. Like tell me I'm wrong, but the vocal, like the big flex vocal part where she's going fucking crazy, like does that not just sound like every Esper vocal flex part? Like her voice sounds like it's been like, because of all the distortion and all the editing, like it just sounds the same as when those girls go crazy, and it's kind of like it's a shame because Seulgi has a different tone to a lot of people, and I want to hear that.
Yeah, I mean I agree. It's in what's it called? Got the Beat, a step back, like you know, like all like the Espa members and Seulgi was there, and like yeah, it sounded similar. So yeah, there's that Espa filter you said going on, but I mean I don't know. I can still, I don't mind it too much, I guess. I'm just I like what SM has going on, so
yeah, don't worry. I mean, you're definitely in the majority. I don't hear many people complaining about this, but it's just something that really bothers me.
Yeah, no, music shows though, the way they did it was really weird. Like it like kind of pulsates, and it's really weird in the ears.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it like they've edited her live take or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like when they do that.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I just don't know what it is with SM and hating like letting their members or artists show that they're talented. Like it feels like every time I talk about an SM like member or group, I'm just moaning about how they're covering up everything that's good about them. I don't know. I feel like they used to let them shine a lot, and now it's like, oh, cover them in filters, cover them in this, make a generic song. Like it just, it makes me sad because they have some really talented people in SM, and it's just I want to hear them. I don't want to hear the computer going crazy.
Yeah,
that's what really bothers me. But it's sad because I like Seulgi's voice, and she has a really, really different voice to most singers. But do we hear it that much in this? I don't think we do. Did you have any particular B-sides you like? Because I know a lot of people were really enjoying that album.
Yeah, I think or sorry, to back on the song, the song.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
I just want to say I also like the like the bridge and the bridge to like the last chorus and the outro. I thought that was a really good like just ending to it. But yeah, for B-sides, I guess the ones that stood out to me were Crown and Anywhere But Home. Those are my two favorites from it.
Yeah, I think from memory, Swither will know this better than I will because he was playing them in the Listen Together channel when I popped in. I think Dead Man Running sounded good for like a lot of it, and then I didn't like some part of it. I don't remember what bit, but there's always something to put me off. But but yeah, I'm sure there's a lot there if you like this style from SM. But I'm kind of sick of it personally. But we know that. I mean, my bottom tier is literally named after Esper. Like, if you emulate anything to do with Esper, I'm gonna hate it. You know this.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't buy that Seulgi's this like darker type of person. I wanted more of her. You know, she doesn't seem like that kind of person to me.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I wonder if it's just part of the Red Velvet lore. Because
my favorite word.
Yeah, I guess
lore.
she's been kind of playing the darker roles and like Feel My Rhythm and Monster.
Oh yeah, true.
But yeah, I guess it's just part of her. I guess people know her for like her duality. I guess she's just like the cute side, but then she has like a switch and can just immediately go to like a, you know, the velvet side or whatever.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah.
Chat doesn't know what to do with this either. they're all the positive tiers that everyone's putting this in, but it's divided between all three. So you got one vote for position on the board, one for Key to the City, and one for Free to Go. So I guess people are generally positive on it. So I'm definitely in the minority. But yeah, I wanted more from Seulgi, I guess. I think that's the issue. Is I have a lot of respect for most of the SM artists, and I think they're very talented and they could do a lot. And then I just get disappointed when it comes out and it's not that special, you know. I think that's the problem.
I guess so. That's another point too. So like in her live, she said that she chose this song because you know she wanted to show her vocals and dance, and I think just I guess trying to do that might be difficult. You know, it couldn't be like a full out Taemin type of dance thing or performance.
Yeah, true.
Or yeah, there has to be some compromise. So I guess, yeah, I guess that's the downside to having, you know, trying to show both, or you know, her skills.
Yeah, it would have worked if she didn't have Shrek in the producing room, but she does. So this is where we are. Just get Shrek out of there, and then we can start enjoying this type of thing. I just want to hear her vocals. I don't want to hear Esper's. You know?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that.
Sad. But anyway, we've spoken about Seulgi a fair bit now. We'll shift on to your next topic if that's okay with you.
Sure. Yeah, so the next one is Treasure, Hello.
Okay. Let's see if it's a treasure.
사람들 속에서도 나 혼자 섬인가 봐 아무리 채워봐도 텅 빈 것만 같아 Everywhere I go 넌 미친 것처럼 끝없이 뭔가 찾아 헤매 I think I had enough don't wanna be alone 우연이라 하지마 Without you everything's a lie 왜 이제 나타난 거야 I'm like hello 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 Where you been all my life Yeah 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 Where you been all my life Hello 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 Where you been all my life I don't wanna go back 홀로 외로움 속에 어서 내게 건네줘 Tell me hello again 하지부지 멍청이 삶의 무지개를 피고 비가 떠난 어둠이 지난 너란 아침의 품으로 매 순간 감정의 파도를 외롭게 닿았던 그런 나라 놈을 보내고 말해 안녕도 안녕 내 눈물아 안녕 쓸쓸함도 안녕 자 이제 뛰기 시작해 심장 소리는 펑펑 우연이라 하지마 Without you everything's a lie 왜 이제 나타난 거야 I'm like hello 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 Where you been all my life Yeah 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 Where you been all my life Hello 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 Where you been all my life Whoa, 기적처럼 널 만난다면 불타도 좋아 난 기다렸어 원해 가슴 뛰는 넌 목숨 걸 수 있는 girl 1, 2, 3, 4 You know what I'm waiting for Yeah, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking for you. Yeah, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking for you. Yeah, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking for you. Hello, 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 where you been all my life?
Okay. What are we thinking of Treasure's Hello?
Yeah, this is a fun song. Yeah, I only listened to it a couple times this week, just because the previous song was more on my mind. But yeah, I like this. It's it's got like that, that classic kind of YG sound that we've heard in like Big Bang or Winner or Icon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like that kind of like that big like outro chorus is always fun. The EDM drop. Yeah, I don't have much to say else besides that. It's just a fun song.
Yeah. All I want to know, right, is why they recorded those gang vocals for the YG party chorus from like the third floor balcony. I don't know what's going on there. They sound like they're so far away.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
It's like a party that's happening like several buildings over. It's so strange. But yeah, in general, like this song's fine. It's just like a typical, as Swither was saying, it's like a 2012 like party pop smash. I just want to know. This song really reminds me of a song, and I can't work out which one. Like that synth line in the chorus. I don't know what it's from, but it sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's just like that's the generic kind of, that's the scale they use in all of the pop EDM from back then, but it's been bothering me ever since this came out. I can't work out what I'm thinking of when it plays. But yeah, this song's absolutely fine. It's not gonna like blow anyone out of the water, but I would much prefer this than the other stuff that Treasure have been doing lately. So, you know, I'll take this where I can get it.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the diner. Is that the same place as Schumann from his
Is it the Paradise
Looks
Diner?
like the same place.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
got Treasure on it though this time, so it's
Alright.
Swither will know. Swither seems to be an expert on this Paradise Diner set. I don't know why, but Swither, let us know. Every time it's used, he's like Paradise Diner, so I don't think it's the same one, but it looks really similar. I don't know why
Yeah,
it's like the year
huh.
of the diner. Everything's in a diner this year. It's so strange. This song is like super iconish to me as well at certain points. I could have imagined
Right, yeah.
Icon in like their earlier years, like when they were doing like Dumb and Dumber and stuff. They could have definitely made this song. Yeah, it's just a standard pop EDM boy group song, and to be honest, we don't get enough of those. Everything has to be so edgy now and so like over the top. Sometimes you can just have a fun little party song. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, Treasure. Well done, Treasure. It's not Jik Jin, thank God. Didn't enjoy that. But I don't imagine that people will be that obsessed with this song, to be honest. I can't imagine people being like, oh yeah, this is my favourite song of the year. It's just fine. And that seems to be what people are thinking in the poll for this song. We've got 1 Key to the City, 1 Free to Go, and 1 Night in the Cells. So it's kind of halfway there to being positive. It's just an okay song. I guess what you expect when it's called Hello. It's like the most nothing title in the world. But thank you, Treasure, for not making Jik Jin 3. Okay, Alex, you got any shout outs? Got anything you're looking forward to this year? Or this week?
I don't think anything this week, but yeah, I'd just like to shout out to, or I guess encourage any listeners out there to, join our Discord in the community and, call in and represent your favorite group,
Yeah, and get disheartened when I'm like, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good though. It's all fun at the end of the
I
day.
promise I don't bite. I just talk a lot of shit. But yeah, we appreciate you, Alex. You always bring these songs that we all know I'm not going to like, but it's always fun to talk about them. And we need someone to bring these songs, otherwise it's just an echo chamber. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for doing this show.
Oh, no problem at all. I enjoy doing it.
Yep.
Okay,
All right, man.
I'll talk to you later then, Alex.
Yep. Bye.
All right. Swither, are you ready? I might want to bring you in next. Let's go. Cooler number 2. Double bill number 2. The one, the only, Swither Duster. How you doing?
I kiss your brother.
I don't have one. You might have some trouble there.
Your spiritual brother, like Jeff Buckley, your dream brother. I kiss your brother anyway.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. I'm not going to protest.
Okay. Well, yeah, I still, I got to talk more about Seulgi.
Of course.
Yeah, so that was major. Y'all points on it were getting at something for sure. The comparison to Got the Beat Step Back, I mean, it's not very sonically similar for the most part, other than the sort of approach to vocals and belts. But at least she came with the belt in multiple forms. The belt outfit, and she belted like on Step Back. The yeah that was very Espa Step Back sort of thing. But she murdered it, and y'all touched on the different sides to her voice in it, which was a highlight. You got whisper Seulgi, you got growl Seulgi, you got belt Seulgi, you got nice, chili Seulgi. You know, it got a lot of texture. It was really nice. I mean, dreams come true. That was pretty profound.
Whoa.
You heard that part, the growl. I mean,
I did, yeah.
sure, I might not have done it justice, but
She was growling
yeah.
from like 3 foot of mud, but you know she did it.
But yeah, she is also one of my faves, and I had too high of expectations because the teasers were, you know, there was that hunting thing that I never came through in the MV. I didn't think, you know, like some of the promo pics, she had like a rifle and was wearing like camo out in the country, and I was really excited. She also had the like, you know, pouring gas on a car, and you know, some of those themes were incorporated, but I think I expected more dedication to this. Like, if they were gonna do dark, devious saboteur Seulgi, then I wanted them to go a little harder on it, because the way that they approached it made me feel like this was just supposed to feel normal for Seulgi, when it, you know, it doesn't. I mean,
Yeah.
the last thing that we had from her up close, in a more closer to solo context, was Irene and Seulgi, and you know, they did Naughty,
Hmm.
and yeah, but my expectations were high because of Naughty, essentially, because Seulgi choreo and vocals in that are some of my favorite in this entire industry.
And then her
That-
features as well have been like nothing like this. When it was like Selfish, was it with Moonbyo?
Yeah, I
Something
think
like
so.
that, yeah.
I wanna be selfish. Yeah,
it's
I like that
the
one.
polar opposite to what she did here.
Yeah, and then Wow Thing.
Yeah.
Whew. Wow.
I think was great.
Yeah, so she got some good looks off, and I can totally see the thinking behind a lot of the decisions they made, you know, like starting it with the provocation after the like bass, yo, 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 I kissed your brother, you know, like that made sense to me as like SM thinking about how to do a cool intro. And then they did incorporate a whistle, which we've been talking about recently, but it was an interesting sort of counterpoint whistle where it wasn't canned into like a little clip, but it provided a counterpoint melody that was not tracking with it, but, you know, playing against it. And I thought that was nice. And yeah, the progression of it, as a standalone song, it's more cinematic than the music video. I mean, that's kind of what I was talking about. Like, I feel like if they had so much going on with the song, I feel like visually it didn't provide, you know, enough to match it necessarily. There were some really cool shots and images and stuff. I loved having double Seulgi, and that was making me think, wow, you know, they really wish they could make Naughty 2.0, because like you know, they have the stark black and white lighting back, and you got two dancers, but they're like, we can't put Irene back. Okay, we can do two Seulgis.
What if it was supposed to be an Irene and Seulgi song?
Possible, you know.
Could be.
I kiss your sister. You know, that's maybe what the community really needed, was I kiss your sister sort of provocation. That's how many people have, you know, understood Seulgi and Irene up to this point. So
People love a queer bait, so that would work.
yeah, yep. But you know, yeah, I can see all the thinking behind it, but yeah, like some of y'all, I do feel like some of it was kind of written past her, as opposed to like about her, or like encapsulating what she is to many people. I don't know, because like, you know, this sort of thing is really popular, not like a torturous, teasing, evil seductress you know, and she's talking about, you know, breaking all the rules and being evil just to get something out of you and that sort of thing. And yeah, that's popular, but yeah, something about it wasn't sounding Seulgi to me. I don't know. Not that she didn't sell it, but
it just doesn't fit
you
her
know,
that well.
Yeah, something like that. And yeah, we talked about one of the B-sides, which I was proposing should start, you know, trying to build out a subgenre here. The one called Anywhere But Home. It has this sort of bass guitar rhythm and some vibe similarities with songs like Estelle's American Boy and La Seraphim's Blue Flame. And Blue Flame was really good, but when it came out, that was my main thing, was like, yeah, this is incredibly familiar, very much.
I always get so confused when you're like, any Blue Flame adjacent songs, because I'm like, oh, what, the Astro song? I'm always so confused, because that's the one I think of when it's Blue Flame.
Sorry, yeah, I do have girl group tunnel vision sometimes, and I forget that there's other stuff. But yeah, Anywhere But Home has that sort of groovy bassline rhythm that reminded me of those two other songs. And if anyone knows anything else that fits in that bill, please let me know. They're all pretty good songs.
We did that Classica Project song.
Yeah, I gotta
that was
pull that
kind
up.
of getting there.
And yeah, Seulgi wrote the lyrics on Dead Man Runnin', which I really enjoyed. She sort of bodied that one in a way that was satisfying, and like the chorus has that sort of not call and response, but like, I don't know, chorus refrain thing. I don't know, but it was really affecting. Felt satisfyingly climactic. LA off that album has a surprise sort of, you know, Miami Vice bass drop that was unexpected for a lot of people, and that was pretty cool. And then the duet that I was maybe gonna do today, I decided not to. The one with Bo, because she put out a little video for that, and I thought that video was cute. But the song was a little too. Sorry, what's that?
Captain Body Odor himself.
And yeah, I would have taken that one on, but it's a little too regular for me to feel like it's worth bringing on, considering there was really a lot of stuff that came out this week. As negative as you want to sound every time, we got some color. We got some.
I'm only sounding negative because the best songs available at the moment we can't cover because there's no fucking MV. Summer Cake, please. Give Summer Cake money, like, right now, people. Please. I'm fucking dying to cover these songs.
You know, perhaps, you know, we've gotten this deep. Perhaps at this point, it's best if you just start harassing her management to see if you can find a PayPal that you can start diverting all your funds to.
That would depend on me having money, Swither, and that's not a thing that's really easy to come by in the UK right now.
Yeah, and you know, love hurts, you know, and you know, if you really love Summer Cake, then you might have to pick up.
Might have to live on the fucking street and never be able to listen to her music again.
Yeah, you could either start shoveling coal or speculating on cryptocurrencies, or you know, all of the valid ways that we have.
Or you know, you could all start giving me money on here, you know, divert those funds to Summer Cake, you know.
Okay, yeah. Now we're thinking. Then we have to
Where's
get
the anonymous sugar
you know?
daddy? Feet. Yes, T's right. Feet. We're gonna sell feet.
Okay. I was
Shine's feet can still make this happen.
Nobody can say that I didn't try to show you the honorable path.
What, of cryptocurrency speculation? No, that's not honourable. What are you talking about?
The honourable path.
Of betting on Monopoly money.
Hey, you know, it's how many of our most powerful people ascend and, you know, help balloon their wealth, you know, and, you know, You could
Maybe I'll just
maybe
start an
learn-
MLM.
That's another idea. You
Get
know, I was
Herbalife
just-
going or something.
Yeah, study Keith Rainier. You know his techniques. I'm sure. I've heard he has a lot of great verbiage and instructional material to pour over if you are interested. But yeah, I hope Summer Cake puts out something as well.
If she
Because those
doesn't, I'm
songs are
just going
great.
to cover it without the MV. I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, that'd be a very stimulating Twitch stream. You know, we're just looking at the cover art, but
Yeah.
you in
But
the
there's just
corner,
my big
just
smiling
like,
face in the corner.
yeah, blushing. You know, your eyes get a twinkle. You know, that would be pretty cute.
Yeah.
Um,
You finally get to see
yeah,
me
I have
happy.
Yeah, precious. I have been listening to that song about the water slide. A
Yeah,
good
down
amount.
my water slide. Love it.
Quite like it. But yeah, so I've been beating around the bush enough. I brought 2 songs on today myself, so I shouldn't be taking up that sort of time. First one is from a group that I was just wrestling with the name of. So they're called AB6IX. Y'all probably know them better than I do, but I haven't paid much attention to their work. My thinking on the name is because it's stylized AB, the numeral 6, and then IX, and it seems people do pronounce it AB6.
They're wrong.
I'm thinking that
it's
the
AB6.
name. What's that?
It's AB6.
Oh, that's how people say it. AB6.
Yeah, that's if you read the Hangul, it's AB6.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
Um,
stupid anyway. It's a dumb name. I'm not defending that, but you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was trying to think of an excuse because on surface level, it does seem terrible. Like, but
It is.
Googleable. But you know, then I was thinking, and I was like, okay, so you know, boy groups, girl groups, they try to find something to emphasize, usually about their masculinity or femininity, whichever side it is. And you know, what's more iconic of that than like 6-pack abs? So we got AB6. But then they thought, oh, I can be sneaky with something here, and put in a numeral 6, and then put in IX.
Yeah.
The Roman numeral 9. So then you get AB6IX. You know.
I gotta say though,
so-
they haven't got there first. I just had a look. Black 6X came first, so they owe everything to Black 6X
Black
instead of
6.
AB6X. I also just see
Okay,
that they
well-
have a song called Swamp of Despair or something. What a name! Oh my
Hey,
god!
I mean,
I need to
that's-
go
that's
back
real
over
life.
Black 6. Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I might have to. That touches on some of my personal experiences with swamps, so I might have to check that out.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this song is by AB6IX. It's called Sugarcoat, I believe. Very fresh. Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Sugarcoat.
You got me sugarcoated, baby. 달콤해진 것 좀 봐. Because of you, girl, 나의 매일이 소란스러워지잖아. You got me so, got me so, got me so, got me so, got me so. 점점 for your love. 미쳐버리기 전에 I'm so good. Come on over you. 나를 완성시켜줘, baby. My baby, my baby. Come on closer, you. Pretty, pretty please. 달콤히 녹아들 때 위로 보는 makeup, perfect love scene. I got the mood tonight. 나를 부드럽게 감싸 안고서 alright. 내게 속삭여줘 달콤해. Walk on the moon tonight. 모든 중력 따윈 무시하지 groove alright. 나를 녹인 달콤해.
Yeah, come to me, I can say come to me. 나 이러지도 저러지도 못해 붕뜨니. 나와 함께 줄이가 필요해, 난 너를 픽해. 마지막을 보고 싶어, 과정 스킵해. 내 맘을 그려줄 피카소가 필요해. 난 지금 필요해, 넌 나의 팅커벨. 영원히 간직할게, 머릿속 필름에 하늘을 빌어매.
Come on over you. 나를 완성시켜줘, baby. My baby, my baby. Come on closer, you. Pretty, pretty please. 달콤히 녹아들 때 위로 보는 makeup, perfect love scene.
universe where there's no gravity. Call me with your sweetest love. 나를 완성시켜줘. You make me complete. Sugarcoat me, baby. Not like a fool.
Okay, Sugar, Swither. How much are we going to sugarcoat this this coverage of this song?
I got to move tonight.
I was so ready for that, and it still got me.
So, I like that chorus. You know, it's kind of smooth. It's got like a little shuffle to it that I didn't expect going into it. Pretty nice. It doesn't develop that much, and it does feature perhaps the most minimal neon diner based set that I've seen in a while. So we got two boy groups on today already with diner sets, and this one, it has me trying to draw a line between the 2 points and think who can make the most minimal diner set. You know, can we strip it down in sort of postmodern fashion until we get, you know, essentially just a physically manifested children's drawing of what a diner might be. You know, just like a triangle on top of a rectangle with a little porthole, and then the name of the title of the song in neon.
This one's strange though, because it seems to be like, it's like an abandoned like midnight diner that only sells sweets. It's very strange.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of evocative. The world needs a couple of those sorts of weird things. You know, something out in like Marfa, Texas, that happens to somehow be funded to operate all night, every night, and all they sell is like boutique sweets. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I see it. I just love the shot of him with like the like big like search flashlight looking around this shop like he's not going to be able to find stuff by all the neon lights. It's like such a strange choice.
You know, I mean, we're looking for details here. You know, the glimmer off the surface of some of these hard candies. He doesn't need to just know the location.
Just checking if it's
pure,
it's like, you know.
Yeah, like looking for VVS imperfections in a beautiful lollipop. But yeah, you know, it sort of just compositionally surprised me a little bit, because there was a little bit of movement, shuffle to that chorus, and the way it hit was pretty solid. They got the Timbs and denim on. I see in the current shot. You know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the outfits, because usually I don't notice outfits in MVs, but
the boots.
What
are you going to say?
So Davey has this outfit where he's wearing like swimming shorts and Wellington boots. It's the strangest combo, and then he's also got like a tweed-esque jacket. I want to know what the thought process was. You know, it's such a strange combo.
I'm so glad in like successive episodes we've gotten you talking about wellies. You know, it just feels right.
Oh, you wait till we get copyright striked and I edit in Williams Wish Wellington's theme song. It's on the queue.
Please, Sarah. But yeah, I mean, this is not my usual call-in territory, and I just want to say it was sort of interesting to me, some of the close-up face shots, because, you know, I'm more accustomed to watching the girl group versions of this, and they are very analogous, you know, but some of the close-up shots had a very interesting energy to them. Some of them were very regular, and then like two of them, there was like this vacant quality that usually, if it's a girl group, I ascribe to, you know, this sort of thing about the male gaze and stuff, and people, you know, sort of putting on vacant expression in order to participate in an image or that sort of thing. But seeing the reverse, where now that I think about it, it's very much the same, but reversed. It just didn't strike me the same way. So it made me sort of confront some of my my thoughts about that, which was interesting and sort of instructive. But
I can't really say I've ever had my internal like values and thoughts challenged by an AB6IX song, but interesting that you did.
Yeah, it just, you know, there was a moment there where, yeah, there was like a vacant expression close-up shot, and I was like, wow, you know, he looks like he's got nothing going on in his head, and then I was like, but what am I really thinking here? Because, you know, I don't do the same thing in reverse because of what I just said. And now that, you know, I think it's mostly because here, any expression of like a guy trying to be like hot it just doesn't land, you know. It's universally like it just doesn't work, it seems like. And so to see someone do it confidently and in a platform where they're getting millions of views on it, it makes me reckon with the notion that, yeah, the reverse dynamic does exist. It just in a, you know, capacity that isn't as common around me, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm sure the guy with the extremely vacant expression does have a lot going on, but it just struck me and it made me go through a moment of, you know, thinking about why I'm responding to things in certain ways.
Yeah. I want to stop sugarcoating my coverage of the song. So I was kind of like, okay, this is cool, heading in like from like the start to the verse to the first chorus, and like the pre-chorus was cool, and then we got to the chorus, and I think this is like I know Ian talks about this quite a lot, where it's just too high for them. It's just a little bit too high for them, and if it was just a little bit lower, it would sound a lot better.
I mean, it's definitely, they were going for the smooth falsetto chorus.
But their falsetto wasn't smooth.
Yeah, so
it was like strained.
Perhaps in the studio they could have gotten them to do the falsetto sections quieter and then turn them up in the mix.
Yeah.
Because I kind of agree. But that's a very delicate level to try and get, you know.
Yeah, but if you can't do it, you can't do it. You adapt the song, you know?
No,
don't just
I
force
think
yourself, because then it sounds like arse, like it does here in the first chorus, particularly.
No, yeah, I don't think it's out of their range. I think it is down to something as fine and granular of just like thinking about what energy you have to put in and how to level it afterwards. Because I think had they done it slightly less breathy by just doing a quieter falsetto and then mixing it higher, I think it would have probably landed a little better.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
The concept and the voices, I don't think that they're incompatible. I think it is just one of those things that's sort of tricky to get right.
Yeah, I just wish they got it right before they put it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's annoying because I actually quite like the backing track for this song. I think it's pretty cool. And like when it hits the chorus, and then just after the chorus, they have those like quite minimal kind of synth little chords going on in the background, and you don't hear that very often, and it's really cool. But then they don't really do anything cool with it, so you just have like, we either go into like a mediocre rap, or we sit there with this horrible falsetto, and I don't want it. If it wasn't for that, I would really like this song, I think. But it's just, yeah, that chorus murders it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really close on a couple of fronts to being really good.
Yeah.
But I agree in a slightly lower magnitude to your criticisms. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always I always enjoy hearing Diggy sing as well, because he has such a weird like singing technique compared to anybody else in K-pop. It's like all through the nose, but not nasally. It's like, you know what I mean, right? You know which one Diggy is, right? He's with the
I mean,
Wellies.
I'm okay. Okay,
He has
I'm all
such
for
a
the-
strange voice.
I'm all for the no singing if you can pull it off.
Oh
You
yeah,
know.
no, he does.
Yeah,
And it
that's
works.
sick.
I just always enjoy listening to his songs because he just sounds so like different to everybody else.
Mm.
So it's always good to hear that. But yeah, I don't know. AB6 kind of, I don't even know what to think of them anymore. Because when they debuted, I was like really on board because Breathe was an amazing song, and then ever since then, it's just been like downward. Like it just keeps getting worse. And then occasionally I'll have like a random song that pulls me back in, and then they're just back to worse again, and it's sad.
I feel like you're stuck in this dynamic of hearing one good thing from a group, and then if the stuff after it isn't as good, the narrative in your mind becomes going downhill, as opposed to what I think is much more reasonable, which is just a lot of these groups are inconsistent, have inconsistent writing teams, and every once in a while they'll get a heater off.
Yeah, and then they go downhill from there, where they have no heaters
Downhill.
for
I mean,
ages.
it's just there's no narrative there really. You know, it's all these people working at a company. Little has probably changed. The hill is really just a sort of chance of songwriters and payment.
Yeah, but the thing
You know,
is that Daehui writes most of their songs, so it's not even like a variety of different writers. A lot of the time, it's Daehui plus others.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say, considering the previous couple songs I heard from them, I wasn't as into as this. You know, I feel like they're just trying. I feel like just superimposing this downhill, going into the gutter sort of narrative is
I didn't say going into the
unnecessary.
gutter,
I mean,
it's just nowhere near as good as Breathe was.
okay, yeah, that's fair. But yeah, sorry, just thinking about going downhill had me thinking about Luna Chu right now, but we don't need to talk about. I mean, it's not even really that funny. It's like I'm concerned about all of that, but I'm also, I don't want to fake concern. You know, it's like I'm appalled by what's going on with them. I just that group is a fairer take on saying that something's gone downhill, because if you're like a couple years out from dramatic success and you're hearing that all these participants and members haven't been paid anything, then that starts to solidify a narrative of going downhill, being mismanaged, falling off. But yeah, they're not even on the docket. So
Yeah. There's
We
plenty
got
of downhill
something-
groups we could talk about, but let me pull in T. Next caller is T. Let's get her in. I'm going to move Swither out. Okay. T, I hope you're ready. Let's get you in. Hello, T.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you fine.
I'm so sorry, I didn't realise you had already started introducing the next song at all. I didn't realise that, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. we can re-intro. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm just feeling a little bit sleepy, and I know it's later here than it is there, so I was hoping that would be okay.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be fine. How are you doing
Cool.
anyway, T?
Pretty good, how about you?
I'm also sleepy.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday, and I woke up really early
Yeah.
today, so that was fun.
Oh no, did you?
Yeah, I ended up watching the Japanese Grand Prix, and it was very, very bad. So
Oh yeah. Oh,
not a good
but
day.
I swear we were watching that at some point today, and it was pouring down with rain.
Yeah.
Did it go on for all yesterday and all today?
No, so it was. They started really early this morning, like I think 6 o'clock or something. They started. I wasn't awake then, but then I woke up and then was like, "Oh shit, okay, GP's on." Then they did one lap. Someone crashed, and and then they were really, FIA, which is the motorsport body, do this really fun thing where they just don't give a shit about the safety of the drivers. So they bring out a recovery vehicle, which is like a big tractor that's like several tons onto the track to help take this car off while cars are going around in the wet when there's very little control.
Gosh.
Yeah, and then one of them goes
No.
past at a reasonable speed because they have like a particular speed dictated to them that they can go while it's doing safety car or whatever. So he went by at the speed he could, and then they fucking blame him for going too fast past it with no visibility when it shouldn't fucking be on the track anyway. Sorry, I'm angry.
No, no, I get it. You're right, but I remember it was just on. I wasn't like actively watching it, but it was on at some point today, and just like the visibility was horrendous.
Yeah.
And they show you what it looks like to them. Oh my gosh, it was
You can't see
absolutely
anything.
awful. No, not
With the
nothing
spray,
at
it's just
all.
like this wall of mist in front of you, and then the occasional flashing red light if there's a car up ahead.
Yeah, awful.
awful.
And also, why do they have their lights flashing red, not just solid red? Because
Because it's
generally,
easier
like,
to see.
but then in the like millisecond that it's flashing not that, you generally can't see anything. So surely it would be better to just constant red light than have it flashing on and off.
I think also, I'm not sure if this works in wet weather, but a lot of the time they have like energy recovery systems on the cars where like you can put it into different modes where it harnesses more energy to get back more boost for the next lap, or you can turn it into like maximum attack mode. And when you're harnessing energy, that back bit flashes. So people can tell if you're harnessing energy and they can try and attack you.
Right.
So
It might have been that then. Yeah, that was crazy rain.
yeah.
But yeah. I love the rain, but not for driving in.
I don't like it for walking in either.
Oh, I quite like that. I don't know. It's okay. If you've got the right stuff on.
Yeah, I don't like because I have to protect my headphones, so I'm just like hood up with headphones on sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, without that it's fine. Anyway, what are you here
Yeah.
to talk about today, T?
So I'm going to talk about Peach A with Rebreath or Rebreath. Sorry,
It's gotta be
Rebreath.
Rebreath, right? I don't
Yeah,
know. That's a
Rebreath.
strange title, but here we go. Peach A, Rebreath.
Yeah.
서서히 졸려오던 공간 눈에 겨잠 들어버린 순간 날 부르는 소리가 들려 구름이라면 날 멀리 보내줘 향기라면 날 꽃에 묻어줘 달리 없는 소리가 손끝에 닿아 Take that 속삭여 new chance 다시 태어날 수 있게 삐리릭 내 맘에 불어와 따뜻한 바람에 담아 느껴지는 내가 불어 Hold your breath Sweet love time Sweet love time Sweet love time Sweet love time 일기 대신 썼던 한숨 너와 내가 꿨던 꿈 어떤 나의 MBTI 숨이 막차 숨는 아이 각본 없는 드라마 나 홀라가만 Black Swan 날 잃어도 잊지는 마 Eternal sunshine of your mind Take that 속삭여 new chance 다시 태어날 수 있게 삐리릭 내 맘에 불어와 산뜻한 바람에 담아 느껴지는 내가 불어 Hold your breath Sweet love time Bring it, bring it, bring it, hey. Sweet love time Sweet love time 밤이 궁금해도 내가 웃는 낮이 더 많아져도 쉴 틈 없이 달렸어 전하게 못봐 I'm so sorry 마스크 썼어도 넘치는 산소 Cool like I'm like Take that Sweet love time Bring it, bring it, bring it, take
Okay, T, what do you think of Peach A's Rebreath?
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed.
You know, somewhere in some studio somewhere, there's like a chorus that's just been like left.
Yeah. I think they forgot to like
been left
put the
somewhere.
lyrics in. They had all the vocal stems and they were just lost them, and they're like, well, fuck it, just ship it, it'll do. Oh my god.
Just completely, just don't even bother, guys. Just don't even do one. Who needs a chorus these days, honestly?
Yeah. They probably
Just
looked at the
don't
rest
leave
of
it
the
out.
song and they were like, look, we already fucked up the rap break. Like, let's just not do a chorus, then we can't fuck it up, right? Jesus, what is this? Like, I've had some like anger at some songs in some time, but this is like amateur hour. Like, what is happening here?
Like, it's literally, to me, it's on the same level as Rebecca Black's Friday. In terms of genuinely, like, just in terms of a song, this is on like the same level, and that at least had a chorus.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me just read to you a little bit of background information so you can just get a feel for this. So there was an upcoming girl group teased in 2021 called Peach Day.
Oh, okay.
So in July 2021, Peach Day revealed that they'll make their official debut as a girl group in September 2021. And then on September 7th of 2021, Peach Day revealed a music video teaser for their debut digital single, Cotton Candy. Sounds cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which was set to be released on October 14th. However, on October 13th, the group's debut was postponed due to unexpected problems with the distribution process. And then in the first half of 2022, member Narin departed from the group, leaving Peach Day as a 4-member girl group. And then in May, it was announced that Peach Day had changed their name to Peach A. And then in September, they revealed their making debut with Rebreath. So that's what's happened. So Swither's right. They're all I mean, I haven't checked.
But we wanted not just all adults. We also wanted like
Right?
it to be made competently, which this
Yeah.
was not. Like, don't be facetious like this, Swither. Come on, you know this isn't what we want.
So, like, the distribution issues, I don't think that was the main issue here, to be honest.
No.
They've got, I mean, the girls in the group, I mean, what?
Go on.
One of them's awful, I'm sorry, she's just awful.
Which one?
With the pink hair.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say the rapper.
Both, though.
Yeah.
Both, but just really not good.
Oh.
And then the one that is good, they randomly like turned her microphone down really, really far too low in the bits she was singing.
Hmm.
What?
Is she the one that does the chorus bit where it sounds like they're saying "Sweet
Yeah.
Matcha"?
And what are they actually saying?
Sooty something or other.
Oh, right.
I don't know what.
Yeah, so I'm all for like promoting girl groups,
there's
promoting
a
new
limit.
girl groups. But there's a limit because this is just awful. Where's the chorus? Where is the chorus?
Yeah, you all saw my reason, right? Where the chorus
Oh,
came,
God,
and I was
yeah.
like, "What? Where's the vocals? What happened?"
It starts to happen, right? And you're like, okay, this happens all the time. Whatever,
Yeah.
we're used to it.
And then it
And
just keeps
It
going.
happens for a few bars. I know, and then it keeps going, and then it keeps going some more for like a second part of the chorus, and the whole bit is just like nothing.
Yeah.
What
happened to
on
this Cotton
earth?
Candy song? Fucking release that. Clearly, it would have been better than
Right.
this. Maybe it's a cover of the wonderful song by Woody Gochild, "I Can Only Dream," that it is.
I mean, I strongly doubt it, but as well, like the whole Rebreath. I mean, what I thought when I saw that was a song name, I thought, oh, that must be kind of symbolizing that they're whatevering, rebranding, rehashing themselves as
Yeah.
this new, thing. But it's like I don't really know what
It just
it
seems like
is.
a less intuitive way of saying rebirth.
Yeah,
Why not just call it rebirth?
and make it actually about restarting, renewing.
Mm.
So this is not good, and I don't know how they could do something good, unfortunately.
You know
However,
what's sad is I actually think the backing track's pretty alright for the most
yeah,
part.
it is, right?
But just everything on top of it is
Wow.
just diabolically terrible.
Yeah, really, really interesting. I like the MV. The MV doesn't look horrendous. I think it's
Yeah.
actually filmed okay. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think
It's
it's filmed
budget, but it looks
okay.
fine.
Obviously, the choreo is just like rubbish, like rotate around, pose, rotate around, pose. But that's fine, whatever. The outfits are great, like fine. They don't look super cheap. So I don't know. The sets. Is it a diner again?
It's always a
Is there a
diner.
menu? Yeah. Yeah. So what a disappointment. Like, if this was a boy group, I wouldn't care. But because it's a girl group, I'm like, come on.
You're better than this.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've not been as
don't-
confused by a song in quite a long time.
I know.
Been a while. I just.
It was
and also,
great watching you. It was great just watching the realization that it was just going on and off,
yeah.
and then the rest coming in.
I've never heard a chorus that poorly made. Like,
I know.
what?
Yeah.
These things have checks, right? Like, at no point in the process did anyone say,
Right?
maybe we should actually do something here instead of just leaving this instrumental for like 16 bars or whatever it was.
Terrible. What are they going to do on stage? Have there been any? I'm sure Swither might know if they've actually performed it or anything. I'm sure it's only a few days old.
I'd be surprised if
But
they had the budget
what?
to go on music shows based on this.
True. That's very true. But just any other alternative? Because this says it's the studio version. So is there another version?
Let me have a look on their channel if there's anything. No, there's just
They
teasers.
released-
Nothing but teasers.
They released all these teaser videos for this. Really?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Overall, not great. But yeah, what I was going to say is, what are they going to do on stage? Like, if they ever perform this, say they somehow happen to now become really successful, and they're performing this on stage. What are they going to do during that chorus? Just stand there
Dance.
awkwardly.
They'll have some kind of dance for it, right?
I mean, but they weren't doing it in this MV. It was kind of just.
They're
I
doing the
don't
little
know.
like hands together sway bit, but I mean, it's basic choreo, but it's there, I guess. Yeah, what a weird song.
One of the girls really looks like one of the girls from Momo Land. The one with like long, straight, dark hair and like the pearl earrings. What's that? Anyway,
They're only showing Rapper Girl at the moment.
the raps were just as expected.
Appalling.
But yeah. So sorry, girls. This is just an interesting example of, one of the laziest choruses of all time, because there isn't even one.
No,
So
there's one line and an instrumental that definitely wasn't designed to be a drop chorus.
it was designed to be an actual backing track for an actual song.
Yeah,
It would have
it's
been quite
frustrating
good.
because this could be good if they'd actually done anything over it, but they just didn't. So this is
Yeah, it was building up quite nicely, and then the rap, and
even
then
the
like,
little
okay, and
like
then-
the backing track in the chorus when you're like, why is this so empty? The backing track's good. It just needs a melody over the top of it.
yeah,
It needs something. It doesn't have to be like amazing over the top of it, but it needs something. And there's just nothing. Absolutely nothing.
so,
It's so
yeah,
weird.
it's just like, let's see what they do next, I guess.
And what's also amazing is that they have so little going on in this song, and they still had terrible sounding vocals. What was that? Like, particularly, I don't know their names, but the girl with the dark hair. I don't know what was going on with what they were doing with her vocals, but it sounded bad.
I know. They just totally. They put them. To me, it sounded like they just put them super, super like quiet, and then like randomly, kind of slowly, randomly, then built them back up quite loud.
For me, it sounds like to me is that they recorded them at too high a level on the microphone, and it was peaking, and then they just turned down that recording as if that was going to fix anything. So they still sound really like harsh, but they're also quiet.
Yeah, and then suddenly go loud.
Yeah,
very strange. But,
K-pop companies, look at this as what not to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a shame.
Why couldn't they have had a terrible backing track to do this with instead of this one? This could have been a good song.
The rapping is quite like funny as well. Like it does make you chuckle a bit.
But it's only because of how bad it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's feel a bit mean. I do feel a bit mean, but I just thought it was an interesting one, and I'm always on the hunt for girl groups. So this is what we got this week.
Pain.
It wasn't ITZY. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel mean too, but also we're just being honest. There's like, I don't know these girls. I knew nothing about them until you called in, and I'm just going off what they've given me, and what they've given me is shit. This is not good.
Can you imagine these poor girls? So these girls have come in. They've already had to wait. They've their whole thing pushed back.
Probably been training for years and years.
Yeah, they come in and they're like, right, girls, you're up. Like, it's your time again. We've got a new song for you, and we're actually going to do it this time. Let us show you the song. And then they play them the song, and these poor girls are probably just stood there like, what?
No, they're probably like, okay, so what are we doing in the chorus? Oh, nothing. Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're just probably a bit like, right, you probably make, we practice so hard, and we're not even going to sing in the chorus.
So you're getting the chorus section back to us later, right? We're going to add that in later, yeah? And then it was released.
Gosh.
God.
What a shame.
I feel for them, because they've got to try and sell this every time they perform it, and it's rough.
Yep.
Very, very rough.
But that's that. Hopefully something else to bring next time.
Yeah. Somehow this was voted free to go.
Oh, really?
You two in the chat, you're feeling very kind today.
Explain yourselves. Swither said it's kind of cute. Okay.
Yeah, but everything apart from the backing track is bad.
Yeah. Oh. And Alex just likes most things, I think.
Yeah.
He's easily pleased.
Alex is more positive than us.
Yeah,
definitely.
Very much so. It sounded fine to me, said Alex.
What headphones do you have? I need to get them so I don't hear all these things anymore. Clearly.
Oh, dear. Okay, well, I won't take up any more time because I know I kind of jumped, which is just so rude.
It's all good. No problem.
But, yeah. All right. Have a lovely week and speak to you soon.
You too. Thanks for bringing this.
Okay. Bye.
See you later. Welcome back, Swither. How you doing?
Fairly similar, but first off, am I sounding okay again?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay. Yeah, y'all were a little harsh on that. We talked a couple episodes ago about how much to invest in the lyricism and how much you might imagine might be beneath the surface when you listen to a song without taking in the lyrics. And the consensus was generally that usually there's nothing there that really redeems, and it's usually pretty fair to be able to judge the song without having a good understanding of the lyrical content. But here, I don't know, we might have a good counterexample. Y'all were remarking on the astonishingly empty chorus. Now, in the lyrics, through Google Translate, we see some interesting results. First, we get a very par for the course mention of one of the girls' MBTI personality types, which is still interesting to me. Why? What cultural trend made it so that MBTI is like the Myers-Briggs test is so universally accepted, at least in Korean pop culture, as this good typing, framework? Because
I have
it's
a
not,
theory.
and people around here don't seem to invest much in it unless they're a specific type of person themselves. But what's your theory?
My theory is it's the same person that made blood type such a big thing. Because they seem to put so much stock in the two things, that blood types and your MBTI, that like determines who you are and what you do.
Blood types is more cool to me. That's more intriguing to me. The idea of like, that song, that Blady song, being a blood type B girl.
But that song just bangs. Like, that's nothing to do with blood types.
Yeah, but also that it makes it sort of compelling in a way, because it's like, that at least is something that is tied to you and won't change, your blood type.
Yeah.
Whereas MBTI,
all I need to know is which idols are universal donors, so they can sort me out if anything goes wrong. That's all I need to know.
You gotta find
which group do I need to hunt down when I need blood.
your blood type AB positive girls, and then your blood type O negative girls.
Yeah,
those songs are less represented. I don't know why. But yeah, elsewhere in the lyrics to this PJ song, I'm out of breath, drama without a script. Out of breath, drama without a script. So, you lose breath and there's no script. What do you do in the chorus?
Apparently nothing.
Exactly.
Look, alright, this is like people explaining like really bad gameplay with like lore in a game. You still could just make the lore that it was good, and then it makes sense for it to be good. And then we're all happy,
Well, there's something to be said for subtlety. Not everything has to be, so ham-fisted. We get other lyrics along here. Alone, Black Swan, don't forget me even if you lose me. And then we get a full English drop of the phrase, eternal sunshine of your mind, which has to be a reference to the Shakespeare Eternal Sunshine, Spotless Mind, and therefore the much more popular movie, Charlie Kaufman, Spike Jonze vehicle with Jim Carrey, in which the themes are about forgetting and trying to erase a patch of your memory, even if it might be the brightest or most intense patch of your memory. And what is the brightest and most intense patch of a song traditionally?
Well, it's the chorus when you actually do something in the chorus, but these days less so because they're all anti-drops, they'll have nothing going on.
So maybe it's trying to say to an estranged lover, this is what it's going to be like. You could forget me, but just listen to this chorus. This is the me that you're going to hear, and then you're
going to hear nothing.
Exactly. That's kind of deep. Kind of hurts.
Lazy.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it'd be lazier to have all of these lyrics pointing to something inconsistent. This is at least an artistic statement through a certain lens.
Look, it's pop music. Like, we don't want an artistic statement. We want good pop music. That's it. I'm not looking at Peach A to like answer all the questions of the universe.
When people talk about artistic statement and then they try to disambiguate it from just like good, well-made pop, it's like, well, then what do you think? That just seems to tell me that those people don't have a regard for art in the first place, because you consider once something is actually good, it's escaping the realm of art, but it's still art. So if it achieves something, the main thing to argue is just, is it something that requires support or description in order to appreciate it or get it. And there's something to that. But good pop doesn't mean that it's just like just a neutral labor that gets there. Some of these dumb seeming songs are still, through a certain lens, very coming from a not vapid place, I think. What's that song by Tiara about Bo Peep or bop beep bop beep bop beep bop beep? Those sorts of things are the ones that make people want to say, oh, this is just no artistry went into the making of this. But I want to challenge people, investigate that. But yeah,
I find it insane that we're having this conversation over a Peach A unfinished mess song.
Hey, now we have the name Peach A in our minds, where previously there was no name.
I think it'll be out of my mind real quick, but sure.
Yeah, your mind will return to being spotless. Okay. Well, yeah, if that's the case, then we can get into my last poll for today, which I think kind of neatly dovetails with some of the themes we just discussed. It's by Miss Jung. I'm not familiar with her. Yeah, I can't provide much better intro than that.
Yeah. Let's see if this lives up to its title of All Right. It's Miss Jung's All Right. Let's go. Okay, Swither. Miss Jung. All right. What did you think?
This made me think. So, one of the most common things that we have in K-pop music videos are little shot sequences where it seems almost unavoidable that they must have told the members of whatever group, look like you're having a good time. Look like you're happy. Look like you want to be here. Look like you're best friends with that member that you met a couple of weeks ago. That sort of thing. And that's one of the sources of interesting melancholy that you can get from some of these music videos is the where along the spectrum of forced some of those sorts of expressions sit. And with this one, it was, eye-opening because a lot of these scenes, I really get the genuine vibe that they sort of showed up to a bar and they're like, is everyone here cool if we film a little MV real quick? And they're like, okay. And then they just kind of showed them a good time. They came in with the cakes, little fireworks, doing the dances, engaging people. And a lot of the individual shots, I'm more convinced than I almost ever am that the people being depicted are having some sort of good time. And that was nice. It's got that delightfully stupid synth chorus line. Really, it's something that I would have really shied away from in the past, but at this point, I'm appreciating the beauty in that sort of thing. And it inspires me to want to have a good time with people around me, because none of this is promised. And she's looking cute. She's bringing great energy throughout. I like some of the moves. They're fun, and it's very focused. I think it really achieves what it sets out to. And yeah, there's some like line delivery bits where there's some really fun color to the vocals. It's not singing type of color, but like
it's
attitudinal
that drop
sort
kind of
color.
audience participation type thing.
Yeah, and some like vocal fry employed in a cool musical way. I really enjoyed it. Among music videos that I've seen in a while, few have made me want to be in them as much as this.
Yeah.
So
who doesn't want to go to a bar and then watch people dance in front of a screen with lots of weird tiger men dancing on it?
Yeah, and then they throw money or napkins. I can't really tell which one's which.
They've got
and
the
what's
Wish
this
version
car
of
they're
J
coming out?
Park,
It's a popular image, a popular style. I think the guy pulls it off. But what's this car they're coming out of? I don't recognize it. It's a Lambo.
Yeah.
So
let me check.
They're doing well.
They rented it for the day. I think it's an LP640. Well, actually,
no, they definitely own that Aventador or
totally.
Whatever it is.
So they never played a rental fee in their lives.
Yeah, the lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that there's a place for this sort of thing, and I liked the execution. It made me smile. But that's all I have to offer today. I'm excited for anyone that's into IZ*ONE should be excited about the coming week, because we have Chaeyoung's solo debut, and we have Eunbi's comeback with what looks like almost a full album, and those are on the exact same day. So that's pretty exciting. I like both of them a lot. I liked the plastic fang teasers that we got for Chaeyoung, and the fact that WM has already taken to squashing plagiarism allegations over the similarities between Chaeyoung's upcoming debut and apparently Key's Gasoline art, which is only funny to be because it's both of them are so unoriginal in their visuals and styling that it seems sort of absurd to level any sort of plagiarist claim. But I don't think those claims were made by anybody but Mad Stands on Twitter, so I'm surprised that WM met it with a very detailed explanation. And that they did. They gave like a 5-point thesis on exactly what they were trying to achieve, with Chaeyoung apparently being a vampire that is coming out to try and get her first victim after 300 years. Perhaps some sort of figurative connection between the notion of being a vampire long in hiding and someone emerging from the restrictions of a pandemic sort of situation. I imagine that will probably be the case. But she's great. I hope that the song is great.
Yeah,
and,
I feel like these days plagiarism allegation is just good marketing. So they're merely following in the footsteps of giants like Esper. And I think, didn't I have that when they were debuting as well? I think, I might be wrong, but I think one of the other big girl groups had some plagiarism thing when they were debuting.
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting some of the specifics too, but most of them have been caught up in one thing or another.
Yeah.
I definitely remember making some connections between the concept art of IVE before they came out, but not the ones that I think they would probably end up responding to.
This is just what you do to get buzz now. So let's hope she got that buzz.
I don't know.
It's been a fucking long time since we've really heard like anything musical from her, so let's hope it's good.
From Chaeyoung?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since IVE1. And then she was on that show
where she was crying all the time, and it was just sound like a bad time.
Yeah, so definitely justice for Chaeyoung. She has so much talent, and that does not seem like the right image to get her shackled to. So
yeah, let's hope she's not so bad and that she doesn't care and all that stuff. So I'm just hoping it's good and it's not super cliche. That's all I'm asking for.
She feels like she gotta, hold up the mantle with her sister. So I she's gonna bring it. She's got something to prove. And I just want to say, on the show that, you did skip my Isabella love story recommendation the other week, and then promptly, right after that, it came out that she is one of the main writers on the title track for the upcoming Le Seraphim Anti-Fragile. So expect a little sort of reggaeton, a little bit of, maybe a Rosalia sort of flavor on Le Seraphim Anti-Fragile. There's some other promising credits on that track list as well, including Obi and Charlie, who I've talked about in the past, and I find them to be a powerful songwriting duo, power couple. So I think there should be at least some real good stuff on there.
I'm sure I'll hate it, but we'll see.
See how are you going to go on with this attitude?
Because they just don't put out stuff I like. You've seen what happens when people do. You get praised like I praise Summer Cake. Just put out good music and I'll be on board. But they just are like allergic to doing so.
Okay, so it must be a great year for music. We got the Summer Cake releases that you're spinning constantly. 2022 must be a great year.
Because of one artist doing good things?
Hey, there's a bunch of good stuff this year.
There's been decent stuff. There's just so much bad stuff.
But that's always what it feels like. Because
it is now. Like, in years gone by, it was like you'd find you liked the majority of things. Whereas now, you hate like 95% of stuff. And just hope that the last 5% is really good.
Okay, I don't have that longitudinal of experience with following K-pop releases actively, but my instinct is to probably say that it probably is just the product of, looking back and remembering the good ones and then forgetting the things that you clicked on once and never clicked on again.
No.
but I could be wrong.
There just were less releases back then. So, because there were just as many good songs as there are now back then, there was a better ratio of good songs to bad.
Oh, yeah, it's possible. I definitely can't dispute it.
Like look at Steven used to host this podcast. His old podcast, This Week in K-pop. Look at some of the weeks back in like 2013, 14 type of times. They're just stacked, like bottom to top, amazing songs. That doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, I might have to dig back in the
There's
Twig
some
crates.
like
I might.
insane weeks on that, like unbelievably stacked with like multiple classic songs each week for like a whole month. And now like you are lucky if you get one a year.
Oh yeah, I mean, it also depends what you're looking for. Like, the one of the biggest releases this week was Stray Kids, and we didn't even cover that.
Thank
and
God.
that music video is doing pretty well. And the music video, I'll praise a lot. I mean, it really they played with the format to a pretty great degree, and it was pretty amusing. The song, like most stuff of theirs, is just like not something that I'm gonna be playing myself, but of note. But yes, you're right. We haven't had a week with stacked legends for a little bit, probably. But let's try and support the making of new legends.
Yeah, Summer Cake, future legend. Let's have it.
For real. All right. Thanks for having me on the show. Thanks for indulging me with the amount of time that you have. I appreciate you doing the show as always.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Bye.
See ya. Alright. That is where we leave it this week. We rustled together a show, even if we're a little bit thin on the ground today. I hope you all enjoyed it. That's episode 10 out.